The big story of the day, the Amar Jawan Jyoti, a tribute to the fallen soldier of the 97 and subsequent wars. However, after the building of the National War Memorial in the national capital, today the decision was taken, or today rather, the decision was implemented to merge the two eternal flames. Since 2019, the eternal flame has already existed at the War Memorial. The government says that this is only in keeping with having a unified war memorial to all the soldiers who were killed in action while fighting all our wars since independence. However, there has been a hectic back and forth as far as the political parties are concerned, with their arguments being one, that this was a petulant government trying to erase the legacy of the Congress and Indira Gandhi in particular, and second, it shows their churlishness because they did not have any role to play in India's fight for independence.
And now that the National War Memorial has come after such a long demand, I think the flame is being merged, which is the right thing to do. So I really don't see any controversy whatsoever. And it's become fashionable for the political parties to indulge in all sorts of things, including those concerning the national security issues as well as the armed forces of the country. All countries, everywhere in the world, they have only one National War Memorial. You can't have, ceremonials going on at two places.
You see, what has happened is all the ceremonial events, all the wreath-laying ceremonies have already got shifted from the Amar Jawan Jyoti to the new National War Memorial. So, in my view, and I really don't want to get into the politics of it, but my personal view is that I think it's appropriate that, the flame now be merged. So we should not look at it as something that the flame is being extinguished, but we should see it as the flame moving to a new home, I think. Unfortunately, national security has become a hugely sort of politically divided subject. So I think it's better if, the military at least is kept out of controversies.
तो मेरी तरफ से मेरी समझ से ये एक बहुत बिफिटिंग चीज है. यही हम चाहते थे. जब मैंने नेशनल वॉर मेमोरियल की कंस्ट्रक्शन मैंने करवाई है एज चीफ ऑफ आईडीएस, और उस दौरान जितनी डिस्कशंस हुई, बात आपस में डिसीजंस हुए, ये बिल्कुल एक बिफिटिंग और बिल्कुल करेक्ट डिसीजन है.
Alright, so you've heard there from the veterans, you heard from former Army Chief General VP Malik, General Satish Dua. Now listen to the kind of political finger pointing that ensued.
हम लोग सब पले बड़े हुए हैं अमर जवान ज्योति को नमन करते हुए, उसको श्रद्धांजलि देते हुए. राष्ट्रीय आपदा है, ये एक राष्ट्रीय त्रासदी है. भारत के राष्ट्रपति जो सुप्रीम कमांडर हैं भारत की सेना के, उनको इस बात में दखलंदाजी करनी चाहिए और अमर जवान ज्योति को बिल्कुल बुझाया नहीं दिया जाना चाहिए. दो फ्लेम्स नहीं हो सकते. क्या इस देश में दो वॉर मेमोरियल नहीं हो सकते?
This is the question that needs to be posed to all of these opposition parties. Why is it that for so many years they did not think it fit or appropriate for a national war memorial that is built after 1947 to honor men and women of the Indian Armed Forces post-independence? They raise these fake narratives.
Today is a sad day in the history of India when Sangh Sarkar removes Amar Jawan Jyoti from India Gate. Now those Sangh friends who never participated in freedom struggle or sacrificed anything in their life for India are doing this blunder. Let us join to protest against the removal of Amar Jawan Jyoti from India Gate.
अब वही शख्स जिनके परिवार ने अपने कार्यकाल में भारत के बलिदानियों के लिए कोई भी वॉर मेमोरियल नहीं बनाया, आज हमें देशभक्ति का पाठ पढ़ा रहे हैं. खैर, मेरी उनसे विनती है कि आप अपनी देश विरोधी मानसिकता को त्याग कर मोदी सरकार द्वारा बनाए गए नेशनल वॉर मेमोरियल, जहां आजाद भारत के हर बलिदानी का नाम दर्ज है, कम से कम नमन करने तो पहुंचे.
RP Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with Manasvi Thapar, lawyer and political analyst. But my first questions will be to the soldiers. Lieutenant General Vinod Bhatia is here with us, director at the Center for Joint Warfare Studies and former DGMO. We also have Colonel S.S. Rajan, who is a war veteran from 71. General Bhatia, first impressions, were you surprised with the practically outpouring we saw from today morning talking about how this was insulting? Did it surprise you? Did it catch you unawares?
I would not say it surprised me, but I think it is totally, it's really not required, so avoidable, all this controversy. It's a very natural progression. It is the, carrying it to a logical conclusion, the Amar Jawan Jyoti being merged from India Gate and taken to the National War Memorial. We have the National War Memorial, which has come after many decades of the armed forces and the nation wanting one. And now that it's come out very well. Let me also say that having visited National War Memorials in some other countries, this is one of the best. It honors the soldier. It also, we pay homage not only to the people who have, to the soldiers, sailors, air warriors who sacrifice, made the supreme sacrifice, but also honor the spirit of soldiering. If you go and have a look at it, it talks of battles which we have fought and won. So it is. I think it's a very needless controversy. India Gate represents an era which was basically under the British, and we still continue to honor those soldiers who fought there. It's not that they're not honored. For 40 years, from 1932 to 1972, there was no Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate. It was only established, it was only placed there as a respect to the soldiers who fought the 1971 war and thereafter. And we continue to go and pay our homage. But now that we have got National War Memorial, I think it's gone there. Let me also give you one small thing. We just completed the 50 years of the Bangladesh war, and of course we went to pay homage to some of our colleagues whom we had lost during the 71 war. And we went to the National War Memorial. We did not go to the Amar Jawan Jyoti. So it was a natural thing. We didn't even think of it. So what I'm trying to say is a very simple thing. Let us progress, let us go ahead and not create controversies which are avoidable, which are unnecessary.
But then how would we have political sustenance in our country if we were not to make a controversy out of every possible thing under the sun? Colonel Rajan, for the Amar Jawan Jyoti,
not at the cost of armed forces.
It's the unfortunate reality. You're absolutely right, sir, but that's the unfortunate reality. Nothing, it seems, is sacrosanct at all, and everything is up for debate. Colonel S.S. Rajan, your personal feelings today, now that the Amar Jawan Jyoti is moved?
At the very outset, I wish to thank the present government, led by Shri Narendra Modi, for having set up the National War Memorial at Delhi, which was long overdue. One can indeed be justifiably proud of the National War Memorial set up at Delhi as a mark of respect to those soldiers who laid down their lives for the nation in the line of duty post-independence. The focal point of the National War Memorial being the tall and dignified Vijay Stamp or Victory Stupa with the Amar Jawan Jyoti burning bright at the bottom, and in front of which all ceremonial functions take place. Having said that, I feel there's absolutely no requirement to extinguish the flame at the War Memorial at India Gate. That is being undertaken today. For the government and others to say that the flame at the memorial at India Gate is not being extinguished, but is just being merged with the Amar Jawan Jyoti at the War Memorial, is an exercise in semantics. To put it simply, it is nothing more than words.
Okay, General Bhatia, would you want to respond to that? It's an exercise in semantics to say it is merged, but the fact is the Amar Jawan Jyoti as we know it will no longer be there, says Colonel Rajan.
Let's face facts. Amar Jawan Jyoti, we go and pay homage to all the soldiers, sailors, air warriors who made the supreme sacrifice. And I've been going to India Gate very often. I used to stay nearby, I used to go there with my children. And you want to pay homage, you want to lower your head and remember them for a minute or so. But you find so much of noise out there. People come there picnicking. It is associated, India Gate is associated with something different totally. It doesn't give the feel of a war memorial at all. You cannot sit there and not have someone trying to sell peanuts to you or ice creams to you, and people come picnicking out there and they do everything which is not, there's no dignity. Look at the National War Memorial. Now, when you go to National War Memorial, hordes of people from all over the country come out there with a singular aim of paying their homage to the to the martyrs who made the supreme sacrifice for the Balidan. They come there, they stand there, they go, and there are tablets, there are 25,000, I think, plus martyrs whose tablets are there, their names are there. Like I said, in the 50th year of the war, we as a community went and paid our homage at National War Memorial, not at Amar Jawan Jyoti, because we felt that was more dignified. That is the way to do it.
Okay, Colonel Rajan wants to quickly respond to that. The peace, solitude and dignity. Colonel Rajan.
I say the military memorial at the India Gate was set up by the British in honor and memory of the Indian soldiers and to commemorate their sacrifice during the First World War. And later, I am told, names of soldiers who laid down the 71 war were added. And the Amar Jawan Jyoti was set up by Indira Gandhi in 1972. I, for one, say that each military monument and military memorial have their own place in history and in the hearts and minds of soldiers and veterans alike. To differentiate and say
Rajan,
that
very respectfully, can I just pause you for a second? Sir, the 71, the soldiers who were killed in action in 71, their names were not added to India Gate, sir. It's only the Amar Jawan Jyoti which is there. Their names, in fact, are edged at the National War Memorial, not at India.
I stand corrected. So, all that I say is, the Indian Army soldiers obeys orders of the government implicitly, irrespective of whichever party is in power. A soldier does not pay politics, unlike what political parties do. Just because the war in Kargil in June-July 1999 was fought while the BJP was in power, it's a shame that the Congress party refused to the sacrifices of soldiers on Kargil Diwas 26 July, saying that
sir, why should we look at this? Okay, you are saying this is a political decision, RP Singh, that this will be seen essentially as a political decision. In fact, the Congress has even suggested that you are largely doing it to spite Indiraji.
Padmaja, it's so sad that which will have a long-term impact on the moral of the Indian soldiers is being seen from the political prism. One. Secondly, the flame is there and the Amar Jawan Jyoti is there, is very much there. And this place is again will be put to use to tribute to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, the national hero.
Yeah.
I don't understand why this question on that this complete issue. And again, no one is belittling. No one can remove Mrs. Gandhi's victory in 1971. I mean, even Atal Bihari Vajpayee named her as Durga for that. I mean, that's there. No one can take that from her. Although there are, if I have to speak as a politician, I have 10 issues on that war also. But yes, the credit goes to her on ensuring that the Bangladesh come and is brought up and then the Pakistan is divided. Although I can raise question on what happened later on, but that's just a sign. But that's for her, that goes to her. The credit goes to her. So, I mean, you can't eradicate history, or history is not eradicated by shifting a war memorial or shifting a flame from one place to 400 meters away. And where the name of those 71,
much ado about nothing,
can I come in?
or actually creating politics over what is a gesture. Yes, Manasvi Thapar.
Padmaja ji, the feeling of patriotism needs to be multiplied and not merged. What is happening right now is, what we are trying to say is that the feeling has to be concentrated. What is stopping the present government to have multiple war memorials? In America, they have 50 plus war memorials. In UK, they have 3,000 plus war memorials and 20 grade 1 level war memorials. This is just a political gimmick, and this is very scary. Why I'm telling this is very scary is, Today, BJP has merged it in a war memorial, which is a great memorial, war memorial created by BJP. Tomorrow, another Sarkar would come and they would believe in the idea that let's have Amar Jawan Jyoti also there and war memorial Jyoti also there. And third, another Sarkar would come and they'll also question the existence.
Manasvi Thapar, you know, just a second. I will pause you there. See, this is the problem. When we start looking at issues like this through a political lens, what you just said, it's a war memorial created by the BJP. No, it's not. It's a war memorial created by the government of India for the heroes of India. So let's stop, please, looking at everything. This is the BJP's memorial. This was the Amar Jawan Jyoti of Indira Gandhi. No, it's not. It was made by the then Prime Minister, and this is made by the then Prime Minister of India. Let's leave it at that. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, for having joined me. Taking a quick break.